Folks, if you could stand, please.
Sometimes I sit and I wonder, and I just can't seem to believe what a blessing it's been to be loved. You're an angel saying to me, you're the star who lights up my sky. You're the one who made me see. You don't need wings to fly. Your love has set me free. 'Cause you are the one who makes me whole. In my heart and in my soul. Just like the sun, you show me the light. I'm amazing, you're the reason why.
You may be seated. On behalf of Dale and Lori Wood and Gary and Judy Peak, they welcome you as they invite all of us to take part in the celebration of Pat and Deidre creating a new life together. Also, I want to have a special welcome to Grandma Carol and Pat's aunt and uncle, Ken and Marie Glaze. They are watching us in the wide world web at this time. So everybody say hi, Grandma Carol.
Hi, Grandma.
All right. At this time, we're gonna have a quick prayer to open things off. Dear God, we thank you so much for this opportunity that we have to gather here today to witness this glorious union of these two individuals. And I just pray that the ceremony will go off good when we have a fun time this evening. And I pray this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Well, once again, I think that if there's a heaven on earth, I think we found it. In a way, I think I got the worst seat in the house. I don't get to see anything behind me. As I said, we come here today on behalf of Pat and Dee to share and enjoy their wedding. This is an outward celebration we shall see and hear is an expression of the inner love and devotion they have in their hearts. Jesus Christ reminds us at the beginning, the Creator made us male and female and said, "For this cause a man shall leave his father and mother and shall cleave to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh." God loved us and created us to love one another. Our lives find completion only as we love and are loved in return. Together we can become what we could never be separately. Marriages of God. Pat and Deidre have come this day desiring to be united in this relationship. At this time, Pat, do you leave your father and mother to establish your own home with Dee as her husband, to receive her as your wife, to make a home where she will be loved and cared for as long as God grants her life? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
All right. Deidre, do you now leave your father and mother to establish your own home with Patrick as his wife, to receive him as your husband, to make a home where he will be loved and cared for as long as God grants him life? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
To the parents of both sides of the bride and groom, do you promise to encourage Pat and Dee in their marriage, to present an example of love and devotion for them to emulate, and to help them build a strong and stable home for themselves and family? If so, answer, we do.
We do.
Who is giving this woman to be wed to this man?
Her family, her mother, and I.
There you go.
Hold on.
Not yet, Pat. Wait for it.
You're good.
At this time, Pat and Dee, they have prepared their own vows for each other. First up, Deidre, please repeat after me. Patrick, I am choosing to share all of life's blessings
Patrick, I'm choosing all of life's blessings,
challenges, joys, and sorrows with you
challenges, joys, and sorrows with you
as your wife.
as your wife.
I promise to nurture you,
I promise to nurture you,
to be kind and patient,
to be kind and patient,
forgiving and faithful.
forgiving and faithful.
I promise to honor our differences
I promise to honor our differences
and learn from them.
and learn from them.
I promise I will encourage you and stand by you
I will encourage you and stand by you
in our life together,
in our life together,
and will grow with you in the shelter of our love.
and will grow with you in the shelter of our love.
I promise you this with all of my heart and soul.
I promise you this with all my heart and soul.
I vow to you,
I vow to you,
before our family and friends,
before our family and friends,
to dedicate myself to our marriage,
to dedicate myself to our marriage,
our friendship, and our love.
our friendship, and our love.
Can I just say ditto?
Yep. Grandma Carol, if you're listening, Pat just asked if he could say ditto. All right. Deidre, I'm choosing to share all of life's blessings.
Deidre, I'm choosing to share all of life lessons.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Challenges, joys, and sorrows with you.
Challenging joys and sorrows with you
As your husband,
as your husband.
I promise to nurture you,
I promise to nurture you,
to be kind and patient,
to be kind and patient,
forgiving and faithful.
forgiving and faithful.
I promise to honor our differences
I promise to honor our differences
and learn from them.
and learn from them.
I will encourage you and stand by you
I will encourage you and stand by you
in our life together,
in our life together,
and will grow with you in the shelter of our love.
and will grow with you in the shelter of our love.
I promise you this with all of my heart and soul.
Promise to you with all of my heart and soul.
I vow to you,
I vow to you,
before our family and friends,
before our family and friends,
to dedicate myself to our marriage,
to dedicate myself to our marriage,
our friendship,
our friendship,
and our love.
and our love.
At this time, we are going to exchange rings. Doug and I decided we were going to let the lady go first here. So if I could have the ring that Pat will be placing on Deidre's finger. Though small in size, these rings are very large in significance. Made of precious metal, they remind us that love is not cheap nor common. Indeed, love may cost us dearly. Made in a circle, not a triangle. They're designed to tells us that love must never come to an end, and we must keep it continuous. As you wear these rings, whether together or apart for a moment, may they be a constant reminder of these glad promises you are making today. Pat, you would take this ring.
Don't drop it.
Don't drop it. We take the ring and place it upon the third finger of Deidre's left hand and repeat this promise, saying, with this ring,
With this ring,
I seal my promise
I seal my promise
to be your faithful and loving husband,
to be your faithful and loving husband,
as God is my
as
witness.
God is my witness.
I may have the other ring, please. There it is. There we go. Deidre, will you take this ring and place it upon the third finger of Patrick's left hand and repeat this promise? With this ring, I seal my promise
With this ring, I seal my promise
to be your faithful and loving wife,
to be your faithful and loving wife,
as God is my
as
witness.
God is my witness.
Little something I typed up. Deidre and Pat, we live in a society in which new is always better and people always look for an upgrade. Marriage is the exact opposite. It's designed to last a lifetime. Your biggest ally on this earth is standing right in front of you at this very minute. There are people in this world who will belittle you, they'll doubt you, speak negative about you, and they may just plain annoy you. But you are called to stand beside each other and support one another in these times. When you go to bed each night, I encourage you to know in your heart, without a doubt, that you did everything in your power that day to support your spouse. True love never fails, and there will be times when you feel like you can't go on. But through the support you have from each other and your families, you will pass through these times with flying colors. You have such a great future ahead of you, and it's going to be awesome to see you both grow in love and commitment to one another. Pat, earlier this afternoon, Ruth was sitting at the condo with us, and she shared a story of when you were little. And another kid that she was babysitting was crying, and she couldn't for the life of her figure out why you were crying. And she finally asked you, and you said, "I'm crying because he's hurting." And that's the sensitivity and the love that you need to have. You have a work ethic that many would like to have. And Deidre, your love and devotion for Pat, family, life, and the occasional ciclada is something that many of you will search for and never find. With all these qualities that each of you are bringing into this marriage, you will surely live out a fulfilling marriage and life together. Pat, I'm proud of you. And Deidre, welcome to the family. Go ahead and kiss her. Mr. and Mrs. Patrick P. All right, I'm supposed to be talking while they're doing this. Who has a watch on? What time is it? I was told to keep it under 20. All right. The bride and groom are going to be making their way back around and down here. When they get their places, we're going to dismiss the mom and dad of the bride and groom as well as their grandparents. They're going to follow me down here. At that point, they're asking that everybody else come down here. They're going to take one big photo of the entire wedding party. After that, we have some business to take care of in terms of some pictures. During that time, feel free to mingle. There's refreshments back there if you need some. There's a horseshoe pit up there. They told me to say it. And also, there's also going to be some pictures being taken back there where you can have an opportunity to write a message to the bride and groom, and they'll take the picture. In a little while, when we're ready to go inside for the reception, announcements will be made and instructions will be given at that time. Gary and Judy and Dale and Lori would like to stand. Grandparents, Pat and Deidre.
This is our receiving line. Just not every day my best friend gets married.
All right, the rest of you follow me down here and we'll get a photo taken.
I guess I can tell you something.
Uncle Pat! That was awesome, man.